Welcome to Summer Reading Program 2021 at the Lonsdale Public Library. Woohoo!
Yay!
So, as you may know, if you did this last year, we are going to be doing a little weekly shtick here. I'm Marguerite.
I'm Penny.
So, every week we'll talk you through our packets. But first, because this is week one, I got a bunch of general information for you. So, so the theme this year is Reading Colors Your World. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Lots of fun ideas in there. You can register at the library or online. You want to be sure to do that because you get a chance at one of 10 grand prize packages.
They're lots of fun.
Lots of fun. The details are online, or if you come into the library, you can actually look at them. Mm-hmm. So this year is a little bit of a hybrid. We weren't sure where we would be, so we're doing 4 big events, and then it's going to be take-home packets for everything else. So if you happen to be watching this before Monday, June 4th, please join us at Stika Park at noon for a kickoff cookout for free hot dogs. Much fun. If you're joining us after that time, we hope we saw you there. But even if we didn't, you can sign up for the summer reading program anytime while it goes. So there is no, you haven't lost anything except a hot dog. And we will be doing 3 other big events. The Jolly Pops, which is a band for kids. They're sort of Minnesota's answer to the Wiggles. It should be lots of fun. That'll be in the park. Remarkable Reptiles, which if you've been with us for some years, you may be familiar with my friend Jim and his reptiles.
And the snake.
Yes, he brings a snake and you get to pet it. All the kids go, yay!
Yeah.
And all the parents go, ooh, snakes are cool. And then we'll end it all up with an ice cream social in the park again. Those things are coming up in a while. We'll have more details as they get closer. So we've also got story times are back in person. Woohoo!
Yay!
So Friday mornings at 10:30, which is the old time, but they will be outside on the lawn, canceled in case of bad weather.
Bring a chair for adults if you want to have a place to sit. Otherwise, there'll be carpet squares for the kids to sit on. Or if you want to bring a blanket for the kids to sit on or something, that's cool too.
Yep, if they're crawlers, the carpet squares are only just big enough for a little tuchus. And we'll have an art gallery in the library. So if you create something from a packet that you think is awesome, if you have something that you create at home completely unrelated to our theme, but you think it's cool, bring it into the library. We'll put it on display. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. So as I say, every week you'll have a packet. They will be in the entryway of the library, so you can access them 24/7, starting Monday on the week. So there'll be 6 weeks. So week 1, Monday, June 4th.
June 7th.
June 7th, thank you. June 4th is the first. June 4th is the first story time. June 7th is the pizza party. This is why I have a partner. She keeps me out of trouble.
Somebody has to.
Right? So this is what they're going to look like. This one has your reading log. And every week this year, you'll get some kind of a prize. Woohoo! But we're starting off with one of the best, which is a book. A free book for you to take home and have forever.
Oh, what if I want all the books? Can I take all the packets?
1 packet per child per week, please and thank you. Good question. And please don't open the packets and go through them. Just look in the box and there should be title out. So look for a title that suits you. And this is the reader's discussion, so that is a big category. So be sure to look for something that's at the right reading level for you, because if you are reading big chapter books, you really don't want an easy reader. But if you're just starting to read, you don't want a book that has 300 pages. So this particular one, it's a Carmen Sandiego graphic novel. We love graphic novels. And it sort of looks like, from the size, sort of an in-between kind of a grade school reader. So you're going to come and you're going to pick up your package. You're going to take it home. And it's going to have all this fun stuff in it. So I'm going to give you the overview. So as I say, reading log. This year, you do not need to bring it in to us to get prizes. Like I say, they're just going to be in your packets. But I do encourage you to take this home and use it as an inspiration to keep reading. Keep track of how much you've read, because you will be amazed by the end of the summer. You'll be so proud at what you've accomplished. And it's got other stuff on there too that's a lot of fun. Make something, stuff like that. And on the back is details about the reading program. So hang on to that, it's very useful. Then every week you're going to have 2 worksheets, at least 2, sometimes there might be a bonus. So we have a little sort of a sub-theme every week just to give us something to think about. And week 1, it is colors in food, because food can be colorful, right? So we're starting with this, which is your favorite food of each color. So exciting. Mm-hmm. And then we've got a colors of nature word scramble. The answers are in the back. Don't start with that. Mm-hmm. Do it first. Mm-hmm. And okay, I admit I had a lot of fun making these. Every week you're going to match the colorful animals to their name. So we're starting off with red. And I recommend that you go through and you start with the ones that are easy. You know, because some of them are going to be hard and some of them are going to be a little bit easier. Mm-hmm. So start matching them, and that also has the answers on the back. Every week you're also going to get 2 coloring pages. So we're starting off with some fruit. Lots of fun.
I like this one better.
And ice cream sundae. Yummy. And then you're going to have crafts. Ms. Penny is the queen of crafts, so she's going to demo them in just a second. But I'm going to skip over it. You also, every week, get an activity, which the crafts, we give you supplies and stuff. The activity is just an idea of something fun you can do at home.
This one looks really fun.
Such a fun idea. I don't know if you know the game Chopped, where they give chefs a basket of several ingredients, and you have to use them to make something to eat. So this is Chopped for kids. So you give your kids a few items, and then you have other things they can add, and they cook something with it. And then the most important part is they describe to you what they've made and why they made those choices.
And it doesn't have to be a cooked. For the young readers, if you don't want to have them using the stove, they can create a dry salad or a sandwich of some sort with some of these ingredients. But it's fun to see what they come up with.
Yep, it doesn't require, you can pick the level of equipment that's appropriate for your group. All right, craft woman, you're up.
All right. Now, before I talk about the crafts, I want to point out one more thing that is in your bag this week. Everybody, no matter what age, gets a packet of watercolors. This week, I don't believe we have a craft that will use them, but keep them because we do have crafts throughout the weeks that we'll use. Just remember with watercolors to rinse your brush after every color before you switch, or by the end of week 6, you're going to have a bunch of browns. And if we're asking you to paint a rainbow in week 6, a brown rainbow just doesn't have the same effect. So just so you know, that's in there for you to hang on to and keep at the end. Now the first craft is called negative space art. Sounds kind of cool, doesn't it? What happens is we have a black sheet of construction paper in your packet. And in there we also have a template. You don't have to use it, but we included it in case you want to. And 2 half sheets of construction paper. And what happens is I took the yellow construction paper here. I cut the shape out. I cut the template out first, traced around it and cut it out. And then I glued it on the opposite side. And as you can see, it looks really cool.
Pretty.
That we have this negative space here and then this yellow. And I lined it up right where I cut it from. And then I was wondering if I could make up one of my own. So you'll have an extra half sheet of paper in your packet. And you can cut out your own design. I tried something different on mine. And I not only cut out a shape, but then I cut out of that shape. And then I cut out of that shape. And you could go back and forth with it. And I think it turned out really cool. I'd love to see anything that you guys make. I'd like to see, especially if you did try something different, or if you were able to get your shape. There were parts of it that were a little tricky for me to cut out. But I would love to see them, and again, we can put them in our art gallery if you're willing to leave them here. Our second craft is a circles lollipop. And in your packet, you have a straw, 2 larger pieces of foam, and 1 smaller piece. And the idea with the circles lollipop is that you can cut different shape or different sized circles out of these foam and glue them together. I went scrounging. I think I found a peanut butter jar. I don't remember what I used for the other one. Maybe a coffee mug. We had a salt shaker I needed to use for the smallest circle. And this is what I came up with. I glued them all together. And then I drew on them with markers. I haven't tried it with the watercolors. I'm not sure that it would stick with the foam. If somebody tries it, let me know. But I'm thinking markers or colored pencils, something like that would probably work better.
Can I eat it?
I wouldn't recommend it. It definitely doesn't taste good. But I did put it on a bendy straw so that if you want, you can play with it and you can tip it sideways. Or you can use it like this. There's lots of different ways that you can display your foam lollipop. And then I just taped the straw to the back. And again, you have the straw in here. The only thing that we don't have in here is the tape. I hope you can find some. You could glue it, but you might want to let the glue sit for a while because even the circles, when I glued them together, I had to let them sit or they would slide around on each other. And then I did all the coloring on them after I put the 3 circles together. So again, I'd love to see it if you made them. The 2 bigger sizes are the same size. So just do one a bigger circle, make one a slightly smaller circle, and then you've got the smallest circle or the smallest size foam for the smallest circle there. So other than that, if you have any questions about the crafts or anything else, please feel free to stop in. And we'd love to see anything that you create, make, color, do, anything like that. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.